everyone. I'm meteorologist Joe Murgo. Time for another episode of That's Cool. And instead of a gadget or some piece of technology, I ran into a situation once again in the outdoors that I can show you how to solve a problem that's actually going to help save trees. A couple of years ago, our neighbor's pine tree really started to show a loss of needles. And that's where this story started a bit. And not too long ago, our neighbor talked about removing this tree. This made me ponder about our pine tree, which also started to lose needles and had some bare branches too. So I started to do some research, and it said if 80% of the needles weren't lost, the tree could be saved. It said to look for new growth at the end of the branches, and if it had it, like ours did, that means the tree could be saved, but it takes a while for an evergreen. Of course, the first thing is to figure out what was causing the problem. It was my daughter that actually noticed the culprit. It was these. It looks like a piece of the tree, but it's not. It's actually an evergreen bagworm. What's inside this cocoon is the bagworm, which can have 500 to 1,000 eggs inside of it. And these insects eat up the needles of your tree. And once the foliage is gone, the tree will perish. The best solution to this is to pick off all the cocoons by hand. We did that. We also had to use loppers because there were some that were out of our reach. There are a couple on the top of the tree we just can't get to. Also, we looked down at another small tree in our backyard, and it had at least 50 of them. Now, the important thing is you have to pull these off before they hatch, and that happens in late May and early June, so we caught the problem just in time. It's important to realize that you just can't throw these on the ground. You need to put them in a bucket with soapy water so it saturates into the cocoons and kills off the eggs and the larvae. And also, after this, you have to remove them and put them in a sealed plastic bag. Since I'm pretty sure we did not get all of the cocoons, especially the ones high up, and they're hard to find, and my tree is already so damaged, you can spray. Now, I have dogs, so I went with an organic spray that will be safe for all critters except for caterpillars, which is what these guys are. That's it for today's That's Cool. If you have anything you'd like to suggest for this segment, email me at murgo@wtajtv.com or send a message through Facebook or Twitter.